Hello viewers, this is Machuga Nyarieko TV talk show where we analyze socio-economic, political and governance issues in our state. And today I will want us to focus on the ongoing demonstrations on the Finance Bill 2024-2025, but with specific focus on Babu Owino's role in the demonstrations or his position. There are those who feel that Babu Owino has already inherited the position of the former Prime Minister, that is Raila Amolo Odinga. Before we proceed, kindly, if you are watching this channel for the first time, or if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe so that whenever we produce a video or another episode, YouTube will automatically notify you. And for our resident subscribers, thank you for your continued support, and continue watching and sharing and be present. Today, I want us to focus on the man who has already inherited Raila Amolo Odinga's position, who has already taken his office. No, Raila Odinga had many offices, including that of leading the citizens in articulating for their rights through picketing and demonstrations. Most people were worried whether the demonstrations were going to be successful minus Raila. But there comes a young man in the town by the name Babu Owino. Why do you think Babu Owino has history taken or fit into the shoes of Raila? One, Babu Owino has spent most of his time in Nairobi. He was a student at Nairobi University, and today a member of parliament in Embakasi. Therefore, he knows how to mobilize the individuals, the people of Nairobi. He knows their wants. He knows the people of Nairobi what they want. Probably when he was a student, he was being used by the opposition leaders like Raila to achieve their goals, especially in demonstrations. So, even minus him leading the demonstrators, the demonstrations were very successful. His role was that of commanding from far through the press that open for those who have been arrested. They are participating, they are doing, or they are exercising their democratic rights. And like today, he visited even the police who got some injuries yesterday, just as them say Raila Odinga was doing, meaning that the office has already been occupied. If, for example, you are somewhere and you want to do funny things so that the Papa can give you the office is already occupied. Babu Owino is enjoying it so well, yesterday did tell Kenyans, despite the fact that they have dropped some of what they were presenting before Parliament, still that isn't enough. It should be dropped in totality. Doing his role very well as an opposition leader. Such is expected to have been done by Kalonzo Musyoka, because he was the principal, and say he was a principal to Raila. But Kalonzo is nowhere to be seen. I remember a few days ago, I did an interview with some young men from Nyanza. The episode is there. The video is in my channel, and they were telling me they like Babu Owino even to go for presidents because he is consistent. When people need him, he's with them. That means the second point is consistency. Babu Owino is always consistent. If he says right, left, they will always move in that direction. So he's consistent, and he is resonating very well with young people, both in urban areas and rural areas. If you go to rural areas, when you mention Babu Owino, these young people, young men, will always smile because he's doing what they think is right. You know, when young people have undergone a lot of psychological torture, they will always want to be led by a warrior. So that quality fits well with Babu Owino. It fits him so well because, like now, he's at the forefront fighting to what most people think that is illegitimate to them. Most people think that the taxes are punitive and therefore they should not be passed into law in Parliament. So Babu Owino stands from the front and he protects them so well. So that's why he is liked by many young people. It's also straightforward. He does not hide anything. Actually, he's a truthful man. I mean, he speaks what he thinks ought to be done. And this aspect has made him to be liked, especially by the young people. I also did a clip, a video on his relationship with the people of Ruo Nyanza, and what I also established is that Babu Owino has taken over the Ruo Nyanza. The people who could have fought him are now old. People like Olengo, Anyang' Nyong'. Now they are, actually I can call them exiting officers or retiring officers. Babu Owino, when he was last at Kondele, he was just received as a mayor, as a Kisumu town mayor. And from my own perception, is also resonating well with the people of his home background. He has the support. He's already enjoying the support, just as Raila was doing or received. So he's very happy. If you saw him during the press conference, he was just giving an authoritative, a commanding language on those who had been arrested. Very few people can do that. very few members of parliament can do that. So that aspect, that warrior-like aspect, is promoting him day after day. Just as he said that unless this document is thrown away in totality, those who are against the bill still are now depending on him. They only now trust Babu Owino because he's the person who is saying release them. It's the person who is feasting those who were throwing. I mean, the police officer who had some injuries. You know, sometimes young people, when the police throw the tear gas, or when the police tear gas them, they become so happy. It's actually a game, and it happens severally, especially in Kisumu. It becomes a game. Even sometimes they can ask the policemen if their vehicle, because there was an incident where a vehicle got into mud. There was an issue with that Mariam, that wrong vehicle. So they told them they have stopped until they assist them to move the vehicle from the water so that they continue with the game. So Babu Owino resonates so well with the young people. So when the government thinks that is preventing the young people from demonstrating, the young people, they don't have jobs. They are so happy. It is a hide and seek game, whereby you run the other side, police passes the other side. But of course, they are passing a given and a specific and a strong warning to the government, and they enjoy it. They will go home, others will go home describing how the water was, how they disturbed. It is like when those who take changa or opusa or what, when they have taken in excess is when they are always happy. You will hear the following day morning describing how they could not even see the door when they got home. So when you engage these young people on mandamanos, it is you as a government who will be ashamed. That is their hobby. If they are given in some few cents, you will see them go to these villages all over Nairobi and simply give them just something retro. Nairobi will be full. They don't fear demonstrations, as I've told, as I've said earlier. It's a game just like that which is played by women, the game of hide and seek. So Babu Owino is resonating so well because he's feasting even those who are from the other side. Because if the police could be absent, you know, opposition is always twice. It's like a saw cutting on both sides. When the police are absent, the opposition will complain. When they are absent and something happens, they will also complain, why was it that there was no police and this could not have happened. We did inform the OCS of that given area. It seems this was political. My friends, in short, Babu Owino has taken the shoes of Raila Odinga. Babu Owino is the king or kingpin from Nyanza region. Of course, South Nyanza is the kingpin from the Nyanza region, and is resonating well with people. My name's Ale Machuka Nyariego. Thank you for watching me, and kindly continue subscribing to this channel. This is the house of ideas. Thank you.